Welcome to another episode of Neon Radio. I'm Reece.
And I nearly got blown away by this buffoon.
Just smack you across the room, Dan. This week we're reviewing Stowaway. A three-person crew on a mission to Mars faces an impossible choice when an unplanned passenger jeopardizes the lives of everyone on board. Dan, man.
Yes, my friend.
This one here, we're going to do something different. We're going in, we're going to just give a spoil-free snippet review.
Very hard.
It is. It's not easy.
It's very hard.
Super brief, what you thought of it, because now we want to try and go into these movies more. So from there, we're going to go straight into spoiling the film and giving our true review of the movie.
Mate, I reckon this movie was very good. If you're a believer of not believer, what's the word I'm trying to get? If you love sci-fi, that's
what
better.
What are you trying to get
totally
for?
different. If you love sci-fi,
Yeah.
if you love survival films,
Yes.
you will absolutely love this movie.
Yeah.
It is a great little adventure into space.
A great little adventure into space. Okay, all right. Very brief.
That's my brief summary.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and stuff happens.
I think the film is great. You know, it has great acting, a great plot. It's a beautiful looking movie, and it's relatively capturing some pacing issues for sure. But maybe its ending is a little bit off-putting. I think for most people, a general audience.
I think it's a 50-50 on that one.
Yes, yeah. Some people I've known so far have talked about this movie and been like, this is really good. And then others have been like, this is terrible. It has a pretty low score on IMDb, 5.7 out of 10.
I'm pretty amazed at that one because I thought this is a really good movie.
It's pretty good.
So
I don't get it.
It actually annoys me.
Yeah, it bugs me.
Yeah.
Just making sure to require. I don't want that to happen again.
You gotta have faith, my mate.
Anyway, let's get into our proper review here. Spoilers. Put the thing up, Dan.
Yeah, I'll put it up. I'll put it up.
Thank you. Let's get into this. This is a pretty moral-based film.
Yeah.
There's moments in it. We have our stowaway.
Yep.
All right, which has fallen from the engine room.
We don't know how. We don't know how.
Don't know.
And we don't know. Like seriously, as a lead safety inspector of Hyperion Enterprises,
You should be ashamed. Honestly.
wouldn't you have like what do they call them, a call card or something
Something
to count for your workers?
Check. Where's Michael? Like, you know what I mean? Like, why wouldn't you be a little more on the nose?
I don't get it.
Michael, get on the comms. Where is he? At the end of the day, it's one of those things where this film has...
That's being super picky.
Yeah,
Because
it is.
because we work out, if you work out all your loopholes in this movie, that's the only one we can find.
That's pretty much it. The story itself is pretty good. There are some moments, some events that are like kind of jammed into the film. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think like the
algae, the fire.
The fact that the only thing that this guy destroys in the ship as a stowaway is the carbon dioxide filter.
Yeah, it's really odd. And the filter's like, I don't know.
It's like a square.
big.
It's not that big.
Yeah,
And that's the one thing he destroys. Is probably the most important part of the ship.
Like if you work at NASA, or if you know any of these space traveling
what really
dimensions
happens?
of how things are supposed to be in space, why would you put a small carbon dioxide filter this big and not have a backup?
Yeah, or something that, you know, I understand the weight limits, being able to bring things up to space.
Yeah, that's our only thing
That's
that we
the only
talked
thing
about
that
in
I
the
could
podcast.
think of.
But other than that, look, we're being super picky.
Yeah, and as well as like maybe like a a solar flare actually ripping through at that precise time of, you know, walking the tether.
Yeah.
You know, but other than that, it can happen.
It can happen in gravity. Well, that's an asteroid. That's worse. Or debris. Asteroid debris.
Exactly. Well, that sounds more terrifying to me. If you're outside and just debris starts flying everywhere.
Yeah, that'd be because
that's
it's basically like bullets going at you.
But then it poses an interesting question. As the oxygen isn't being filtered anymore, the carbon dioxide isn't being filtered into oxygen anymore, or out of the air, one of them has to die.
Yeah.
That's the concept. And they don't have any other way to fix it. Like, they can grow the algae and it can filter the air.
Yeah. Or they can defy...
Pretty much.
Defy, what do you call it? Death and everything else to go to the other side of the spaceship.
Tether.
A tether, to get some oxygen canisters.
Which, that's not the decision. The initial decision is, let's just wait out to see if the algae grows, which I guess makes sense to begin with.
Well, it's a safe option. I think Toni Collette's character was saying, let's not risk any more people on the ship and try the safe method. Yeah,
and it made sense. It does make sense. But then from there is another option, and they don't decide to go with the tether first. They decide to be like, hey, Michael, look, whoops, you're here, but here's like something to kill yourself because we can't survive the trip to Mars if you don't do it.
Well, that's Daniel Day Kim's character. He was thinking, well, I'm not going to take my life away and ruin my
Well, he's got the right mentality. Yeah. Those three are trained. This guy isn't.
Yeah, it's true,
and it's unfortunate.
Yeah,
but it's also there's your moral question. What would you do? What would you do in this situation?
Yeah, if I was him, I'll get the pen and stab everyone.
You just be going around just nailing people.
Then I'll just float in space and do nothing for the rest of my life.
That's like one of those moments where, like, have you ever heard people like, I'm in the ocean and a shark's coming for me. Yeah. What do you do? And people are like, I just slit my own throat. They're like, I'm not going to go through the process of getting eaten by a shark or risking
that
it.
Is an interesting.
Some people are scared, like the fear would do so much. They'd be like, I'm going to kill myself.
It'd be terrifying. But what's the other morale that people were talking about was, let's say the stowaway goes, okay, look, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
And then we run out of food. Would you eat me?
That's the actual NASA question now. Yeah. That's terrifying. I don't know about that. You can also get like a neuron disease from that.
Oh, really?
Like you can go crazy from eating human beings. Yeah, it's like mad cow disease but for humans.
Oh, hectic.
Yeah, so don't do that. Don't eat people.
Don't do that at home.
I don't know. Do they have to? Maybe you have to cook it or something. I don't know, man.
That's weird.
It's not this conversation.
But yeah, I don't know. But morale.
Yeah, the morality of it is like, would you kill someone so the rest of the ship could survive? In the situation, it's just what it is. I'd have to do it.
Yeah.
But then it ends off like on a very open ending.
I liked it. I'll put it out there. I liked it. If you don't like it, I don't know.
For me, I found this is not the type of movie for that, personally. I wanted to know, I was invested in the characters by the end of it. So I wanted to know where it went.
Well, what would you, okay, if you were in the director's chair, what would you do?
I would make it super simple ending. Like, I think that a rushed ending for this actually would have been fine.
Really?
And yeah, for the first time ever, I think a rushed ending would have been fine. I would have put 2 or 3 extra minutes on the end of it that just show them getting there, that show them even coming back. And maybe, our other co-host Declan had a really good idea.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Which was have the next crew writing their name on top of the doorway. Yeah. Signing on the top of the doorway.
On Mars.
Yeah. So, that's a cool idea as well. But all around so far, I think, like, the ending's fine. It does the job. It's a slice of life ending.
I liked it. When she gave her monologue about trying to save that person in the beach.
Yes.
Is it the beach?
Yes.
Yeah, the beach. Straight away I knew, okay, this girl's going to give her life or something. Because that's the type of character she is.
Yeah.
So I already knew this is what's going to happen. And as soon as she lost that first canister, when I went, oh, shit.
Yeah, You're like, no!
Yeah, and I was like, oh, man. Yeah, and that's when I felt bad for the stowaway. Because he's just completely useless. Toni Collette, she's like the commander of the ship. No one else can do it except her. Daniel Day Kim's character, he's like the weakling of the group, even though he's like bulked up to Arnold Schwarzenegger levels.
He's jacked in it.
Yeah. So who else is it going to be? Anna Kendrick, poor girl. But she had the balls to do it.
By the end of it, like there was nothing really more for her to come back to.
There was no other option.
But it still poses to me, like, well, no, he couldn't do it. Michael couldn't do it. If he could do it, they'd be like, get out there.
Yeah.
They'd be sending him out. Yeah. They would. So, it's one of those moments in the movie where you're posed with yet again another morale question. Morale. Anyway. Final thoughts on the film, Dan.
This is a fantastic movie. As I said before, I'm giving this I should say fantastic. This movie, it's like in the league of these new movies that are coming out. There's that George Clooney one.
Yes.
This is a sequel to, supposed to be a sequel to Alaska.
Arctic.
Alaska.
The Arctic,
yeah. Man, I've watched so many movies, I just keep forgetting.
Zoom in right here.
Yeah.
The last guy.
Mate, don't correct me. Look,
Sorry, Mads.
Look, it's a cool movie. I like confined spaces. I like, rooting for people, to try to get out of these crazy situations. Imagine being in an environment where there's no oxygen.
Yeah.
And you're in this little baked bean tin.
Yeah.
Where anything can happen.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's cool. I really like it. So, yeah, I'm giving this a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm on the same front. I thought I was really captured throughout the whole film. Bar some pacing issues and the ending, I was in. I was in for the ride. I wanted to get to Mars with them.
Yeah.
And there was some really interesting choices. A super small cast, 4 people. So you felt like everyone really connected really well. And at the end of it, I thought this was a better movie than I was expecting.
Yeah, look,
you know what I mean?
We should touch on the cinematography.
The cinematography is beautiful.
In the way that
it's pretty.
The way they blocked this out, the way they directed it, the one shot takes, you get a feel of the whole place.
Yeah.
Camera movements are nice and slow, gives you that sort of space feel.
You know the station when it does the one take, because now you know, like, this is that location, that's the the area where they do the biology testing and all that other stuff. It just seems like it worked. It was smart.
Yeah, it was really
smart
nice
choices.
And just on the characters,
yes,
they're very well written.
They are well written. There's not many plot holes.
Yeah, you know what their strengths are. Yeah, and there's no plot holes. You try to think about it.
Yeah.
Tell us if you think of anything. Let us know, because I'd love to know.
Yeah, I'd like to know as well. Yeah.
And also, what you do in that situation.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what I would do. I think I would have to personally be put in it to. Then again, I'm pretty evil. I'm pretty scary bug. I might just be like ka-tunk with
I probably would have gone up, because when it comes to that situation, I'm more of the hero. Not talking myself up, but yeah, I will. I'm there to help
with Dan.
Although I've got no muscles.
Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe to Neon Radio Podcast and check out our full spoil in-depth review. Dan, man.
Yes. Also, if you are on any podcast app,
yes,
listen to us on Spotify.
Yes.
Listen to Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud. We're all in there as well.
Yeah.
Leave comments, because we try to answer back to them.
Well, we answer back to all of them. I make sure to.
Well, you do it, not me. I'm too busy.
This is about right. Too busy. Your famous 2 words. Yeah. Too busy, man.
But yeah, check us out on Facebook and Instagram. We're on there as well. So yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for watching this week. And Dan, can you take us out?
I'm thinking about it. I'm going to walk into some solar flares to kill myself to save 3 people. This is us. We're out.